In 2022, a New York court sentenced Robert Kelly to 30 years in prison for trafficking and racketeering. Months later in Chicago, he was convicted in another federal trial and received a 20-year prison term, with 1 year of that sentence to run consecutive to the 30-year sentence previously imposed in New York. If he serves his entire sentence, he'll be behind bars until he's in his 80s. Was there ever any indication that he was living a messy life behind the scenes? Apparently so, according to his hypersexualized songs that reveal some disturbing similarities with the allegations he's been convicted of. Today, we'll be taking a trip down memory lane as we explore some of his most twisted lyrics that proved he was a walking, talking, singing red flag. But before we get into today's video, this is my song for real, no doubt. Set the DJ's making me feel thugged out. As I walk you to the dance floor, we begin to dance slow. Put your arms around me and feed me some snacks.
Bestie, you so damn messy, and I love it.
Don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of applewood smoked bacon jerky, green apple licorice, butter toffee peanuts, and guess what, besties? Our gummy sour peach rings are finally back in stock. He wasted no time and came with the mess early on in his career. In fact, it was in plain sight on R. Kelly and Public Announcement's 1992 song, She's Got That Vibe. The track is about women who have that it factor and turn him on with their tight miniskirts. While none of that seemed like a big deal, the first major red flag emerged when Robert started naming women who had that vibe. Among all the names, he added the lyric, "Little cute Aaliyah's got it." To put this into perspective, he reportedly wrote this song when his then protege Aaliyah was only 12 years old. That's when they first began their working relationship, which later morphed into so much more. Of course, the classic 1993 hit It Seems Like You're Ready is all about getting a young lady ready for some boot knocking. In the song, he sings, "Your body is my playground. Let me lick you up and down." Knowing what we know now about his gravitation toward younger women, the use of the word playground isn't surprising. R. Kelly came out swinging on his debut studio album 12 Play, which is jam-packed with tomfoolery and raunchy songs. One track that definitely deserves a side eye is the one that's called I Like the Crotch on You.
Golly.
In the song, he sings, "And once you see the D's, oh, you're gonna wanna freak me, only if you're old enough, baby, 18 and over or 16 and under."
What in the entire hell?
Now, we're sure you can understand why these lyrics are so problematic. But back in 1993, when the song was released, the world wasn't privy to the real R. Kelly, even though the clues were right there in our faces all along. His 2000 single R&B Thug definitely has some questionable lyrics, including this one. "We can get up on a fancy suite, thugged out with some Hennessy, C. Lock your body up and throw away the key."
Yep, sound freaky to me.
Now, if any other singer belted out these lyrics, it would probably be no big deal. However, Mr. Kelly was later accused by his victim, Jahonda Pace, of locking her in a room for days at a time. She was only able to escape his house by telling him she had to pick up some shoes from her uncle's house ahead of a party that the singer was throwing. Other women also accused him of holding them against their will, and with the lyrics about him locking them up and throwing away the key, he basically told on his damn self.
If telling on yourself was a person.
In 1994, he wrote an entire song about how a little thing like a birth year wouldn't stop him from pursuing somebody. That song was called Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, which he wrote for Aaliyah. In the lyrics, Aaliyah sings, "Age ain't nothing but a number, throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. There's something I have for you, it'll never change." The same year the song was released, 27-year-old R. Kelly married 15-year-old Aaliyah. For a grown man to write a song like that for a teenager should have been enough for the public to cancel his big nasty ass right away. However, everyone turned a blind eye, and Mr. Kelly's lyrics continued to get worse and worse. By a certain point, perhaps he even started to consider that he had a serious problem. In the 1994 release of the Bump and Grind Old School mix, he sings, So show me some ID before I get knee deep into you. I don't see nothing wrong. However, that didn't stop him because his reign of terror continued. From this lyric alone, it didn't matter what your ID said. A little thing like age wasn't going to stop the Pied Piper from having his way with the girls. In the 1995 song Tempo Slow, R. Kelly sings, "Ooh, tell daddy what it is you want. Come on and unravel those little secrets unknown." Well, come to find out, R. Kelly loved for his young lovers to call him daddy. A woman named Faith A. Rogers sued the singer in 2018 for infecting her with herpes. According to her court filing, she first became involved with the entertainer in 2017 when she was 19. She claimed that after going to his hotel one night and telling him she wasn't ready to be intimate, R. Kelly referred to himself as daddy and called her his little doll. From his 1998 album, he outdid himself again with a particular lyric from his song, "If I'm With You." On the track, he sings, "Remember, I'm the first to give your cootie the pain, so I want to hear you answer when I ask you my name."
Nigga.
From the context and what we now know about him, we're going to go ahead and guess that he's implying that it's a young girl's first time.
This nigga crazy as hell.
And on that note, let's move on to the next lyric. His 1998 song, Home Alone, featuring Keith Murray, would probably be a cute song for a teenager or a young adult. However, the lyrics caught a lot of people off guard when he sang, "Hands in the air, drinks everywhere, party in the hills, keeping it real, parents out of town, ladies all around." Now, keep in mind, R. Kelly was 31 when this song was released, so when he referenced parents being out of town, that alludes to him hanging out with younger people who still lived at home, right? Some may call this an innocent party song, but others see it as another red flag that we all ignored. He released an album in 2015 called The Buffet. There were more than a few bangers on the album, but a song called "Wanna Be There" really stood out amongst the crowd. In particular, this lyric. "It's been so many years, so I know it feels awkward. Know you had to tuck all of your tears in your school locker."
Ninja, what?
Now,
Ninja,
some may say
what?
he was referring to an old love, and he broke her heart during their high school days, while others think he was referring to a current situation with a girl who was still in school. Either way, a man of his big age had absolutely no reason to refer to a locker in his lyrics.
That's why his ass is locked up right now.
Following a BuzzFeed investigative report that he was operating a sex cult, R. Kelly released a 19-minute song on SoundCloud in 2018 called "I Admit." In the song, he addresses the abuse allegations and makes numerous confessions, including his battle with dyslexia, how he cheated on his girlfriend, and the trauma he went through as a child. In regards to the allegations that he was with younger women, he admitted he had been with old and young women. However, in regards to the younger women, he claimed in the song that their parents were supportive of the relationships. According to the lyrics, he was suggesting that it was those same parents who were turning around and slapping him with a lawsuit, perhaps seeing him as an easy target. He sings, "I admit that this is no disrespect to the parents, but this is my advice to you because I'm also a parent. Don't push your daughter in my face and tell me that it's okay, because your agenda is to get paid and get mad when it don't go your way." So after it was all said and done, it looked like he was trying to paint himself as a victim. While we've surely enjoyed countless hits from R. Kelly over the years, looking back, we see that his songs were basically a blueprint for all the mess that was going on behind closed doors. If you enjoyed this video, let us know down below. And thanks for watching RRG.